Welcome back, everyone. Today we have Figma number 222, Akagi from Kantai Collection. This is a Figma from the Good Smile Company. I purchased it at a convention that I went to last summer. However, it was sold to me as if it was brand new. However, it was not brand new. When I opened it, I found some of the parts inside had been modified. I know it is not a bootleg. I've checked. There are no real bootlegs of this figure. At least there's not a lot of them. I checked all the pieces, made sure it was okay. It was just simply that some of the parts had been modified. I'm assuming that they just wanted to swap the faces out with other Figma's faces, because that's the only thing that seems to have changed. So, without further ado, let's get her opened up. So, what are the signs that I saw besides the face modification that this product had been pre-used after I purchased it? Seemingly brand new. What a shady bunch of people that were at that convention. One, the hands were already opened. What a shame. They could have taken the time to repackage the figure's hands or have opened it a little nicer so it wasn't so obvious. Although for your guys' case, here are the hands that come extra with the figure. We have her gloved hand for her archery. Boop. Also, we can see where they had pre-opened and resealed the package. As you can see, the seam does not go all the way to the end, so they had previously cut it to this point, taken the objects out to use them, and then when they decided we're going to sell it, they resealed the package. You can actually see the heat crinkling and damage from when it was previously opened. So we're just going to take these guys out. Now, this was at a convention that's not exactly big. This is called Maritime. It's happening at the end of June here in Canada, in Fredericton, New Brunswick, Canada. I don't even care about the pegging. And, yes, it's not the biggest convention, and it's not the best convention, that's for sure. If you like small, not so crowded conventions, Maritime is probably a good place to go, or maybe a good convention for your starter conventions. There are not, actually, I don't even think there are any big name brand people that go to the convention other than the local comic book store, not Giant Robot. That's my local store. Gamezilla. Gamezilla is a medium-sized company here in Canada that sells comics, Warhammer, stuff like that at it, but there are no major companies at this convention, which is a little unfortunate, but like I said, it's not a huge convention. So, back to Figma 222. This is Akagi. She still has some of her wrapping in her. You can definitely tell she was used. It's very obviously used. There's so many things that are out of place. The wrapping is, she's poorly put back in her box, which makes me quite sad. Luckily, she appears undamaged and in good condition. Let's see. I don't know why. Good Smile, I don't know why you put this on her shoulder, this little thing right here. If it would focus. Yes, it's rubbery, but it also gets in the way a lot. So there's her. We'll take a look at that in a minute. First of all, we're going to look at what comes extra with her. So, what comes extra? A bunch of plastic. So, we have 2 arrows, which, when launched, turn into amazing jet fighter planes because she is a representation of aircraft carrier from the Japanese fleet. World War II, she comes with a rice bowl, hands that have chopsticks, a adorable eating face, a sad or damaged face, I would assume, her barrel, whatever you want to call that. I don't know what, if anything, an arrow's holster? Arrow holster? Arrow? Yeah, whatever. You get her holster with her arrows in it. None of these can come out. They are in place. This is all plastic. It has a little bit of give, but it's not like it's made of actual leather. And then we have her bow, which is, I think it's Mongolian. I'm not quite sure. It is not. Oh, I take that back. This is a Japanese-style bow. If you do not know, samurai originally started with bows and arrows. They did not start with the sword. And the whole reason for the sword, the whole reason for the arrow and the bow to be like this is so that you can ride horse. You would hold the bow like this, so the longest part is at top and the shortest on the bottom. So you'd be holding it like this, and this was so the samurai could ride horseback without the bow getting stuck on the horse from switching side to side as they're shooting, which is very nice. So, little history lesson. Samurai started off with bows and arrows, not the sword that we all so lovingly picture them as. Although, it is nice to have bow and arrow. It's my favorite item in Skyrim to use. Anyways, that's one extra thing. She will definitely be holding this today. I have her Nendroid. You can see the unboxing video of that if you like. And that'll be at the end of the video with our little outro. Wonderful thing. You also get a little bucket, which is still wrapped up, which is kind of nice. Little bucket. I have no idea what that says, unfortunately, because I cannot read kanji. And we have these, which I don't know what this is either. I would have to Google it. Or if you're a smarty pants and know what this is, please tell us in the comments below, and I'll pin your comment. Thank you so much. Maybe you can tell us what's on the bucket as well. I'm sure if I looked or Googled it, I could find it. So why don't I know these things, being a Kantai Collection fan? It's not so much a Kantai Collection fan, it's I love ships and I love... Not to sound creepy, but I love ladies. And ships and ladies put together, thumbs up, definitely. I hope they make an English translation of the game because I'm dying to play it. And I refuse to try and play it without being able to read it. So, also, if you know an English version of the game, although I would preferably like to play it off the actual browser it came from, tell me. I would love to know. So, that is everything that comes with your Figma as far as I know. They did give us a pamphlet, which is nice. I thought they had lost it. It's all crinkled and damaged, which Figma and Good Smile and Max Factory and all the branches of Good Smile sell. I don't even want to say usually. They do package their products very well. So there's that. Actually, this isn't even the full pamphlet. That makes me sad. At least I don't think it's the full pamphlet. No, because it's showing quite a few things that are missing. No, if this was the full pamphlet, it would have how to take the hair off and everything. So we are missing a pamphlet. Thank you so much, person who sold me this brand new. I can't remember your name, but if I see you at the convention and do you remember me, I will say, hey, you sold me this product. Anyways, luckily they also left us with, gosh, this furry setup is very messy. We also have the extra wrist joints. This is for her fleshy wrist, and this is obviously for her wrist with the glove on it. And wow, that person just squealed the tires. And every Figma comes with this wonderful little baggie, if only the camera could focus on it. Figma. And then you can write your Figma's number and name on it if you'd like, but I always keep this in the box. I keep all my parts that I'm not using in the box because organization, please. So, let's put all this together, make her the way we want her to look, and we'll be right back. So here she is, all put together, ready to fire an arrow. There is a few issues that I do have with this Figma, and it's not necessarily the seller's fault. It is just my, however you want to say that, just my little tidbit or just my opinion on it. But I wish when having a character that performs archery that you could have a pose where the fingers are out, these two are out, so when you're drawing back the bow, you also have these two fingers right here pointed out to balance your arrow on. As well, I wish they would also give her a face where one of her eyes are closed so she can focus on her target, or maybe a little more focused looking face. Like you said, we only have eating, smiling, and this face, which is pretty bland for a character that is supposed to be in water battling or water warfare. So, other than that, though, I think she's a very nice Figma. I would like to get her second one, but these, Akagi and Kaga, I think is the other one, They are quite expensive now. I was lucky to get this one for only $60 at the convention, but seeing she is used, I guess that is a reasonable price. Amy is a good place to find any used figures, so I highly recommend visiting them. A link will be in the description box below. That's where I get most of my used figures that are long overdue for being purchased. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and as always, peace out, guys. We'll see you in the next unboxing video. Bye-bye.